Planners, it's Kim here from Memories in Time. I am back after a few days off. I was in San Diego for a business trip at the Ending Violence Against Women International Conference in San Diego. I absolutely loved it. I've come back 100% recharged and energized to go out and do the work that we do every day for survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. So it was a little difficult. I took things with me to do some plan with me's. There was just way too much going on. And in what little downtime I did have, there was way too much to see in San Diego. So hopefully you will forgive the absence. And I am back today with a plan with me in my social media mini. Sassy Plans, and until July I am using the undated dashboard extension pack, and this week we move into May. Can you believe it? Can you believe that we're moving into May? I can't. So the stickers that I have pulled this week, I will be using some stickers. I plan to use some stickers from the Joanne Mega Book, and I will be using some stickers from the fabulous, super fun accessory pack. And so I am ready to get started. So let me go ahead and pop these out. And I feel like I'm starting all over again since it's been a hot minute, a few days since I've actually done a plan with me. I feel like I'm starting all over again. So just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. And let me keep checking my frame. I will give you guys a little update. The hubs worked very diligently while I was gone to San Diego, and he has laid the wood on the floor, and I am super excited in my office. And for those of you who are new here, we are in the middle of an office redo, and so we're super excited about that. And he will be staining the floor tomorrow, and then we can start putting all the trim things back in, and still lots of painting because all the new trim that we're putting up we'll have to paint and all that fun stuff. So we're still looking at another 3 to 4 weeks before completion, and again, we're just doing it as we can work on it. We're doing it on our own. So the way that I have been using the social media planner, the dashboard planner for me, what works for me, and I would love to hear comments if you're using a dashboard planner for your social media, what works for you. And I want to apologize for the ratty nails. I have just tried to rest with the jet lag. Yesterday was my nephew's junior high prom, and so I literally have not had time. I cut my nails, I filed my nails, and that's it. So painting my nails is on my list of things to do before bed, so don't look at the nails. So what I've been doing is this area I use to track my top 3 of my social media. This area is like a brain dump area. This area is either just pretty with a quote, or where I track what my followers and subscribers were on Sunday or on Monday versus Sunday, and that way I can look back at each week. And if this is decorative, I track it there. If I track it here, then this is decorative. Sometimes I cover this, sometimes I do not. It just depends on if I like it. I do like the little amber sand, and it says the adventure begins, and I think that's cool because it's the beginning of a new month, and so I'm going to leave it. And it's going to match the colors that I have somewhat looked at and want in this spread. And then typically here are just goals. And this area typically either is more brain dump or an area to, like what I think I'm going to do this time is track commenting, because last week I was very little time on social media. We were in training from, we got to the hotel where the conference was by 7 every morning for breakfast. The training began promptly at 8 and it lasted until 6, in most cases 6:15. And then we had to get back to our hotel, go do whatever we were doing for dinner, whatever sightseeing we were taking in for that evening, and then come back and get ready for the next day. So there was very little social media. time. So I think I'm going to track commenting and checking out all my favorite planner babes this week. So in the last couple weeks, I have been using these cards from the accessory pack to cover up some of this stuff. And so what I plan on doing today is I'm just going to move this sheet over to the side for now. And what I plan on doing is I'm going to cut this card in half. This is going to become my top 3, although there's colored bullets there, it's okay. And what I'll do is I'll just color them in, or either put stars or flags or something over them. Then this will just get relabeled, and then this will be my brain dump area. So I'm just going to cut this, and I know it won't be perfect. I do have a little tiny paper trimmer, a little small paper trimmer that is really old, and it is from Creative Memories, I believe. You know what? Why don't I just use the Hooray side? Why don't I just use the Hooray side instead of using that? Duh. Oh, okay. See what happens when you turn something over? You're like, oh, wow. Super. So I'm just going to stick some tape runner down on that because I do like the Hooray side much better. And I'm going to put it right there like that. Love it. Love, love, love it. And then I'm going to move my tape runner out of the way. And then I need to look at what am I going to place where that says to buy. I know I need to go ahead and wipe that out. Well, I should have done that before I put that down. I'm not going to be able to get it close enough. So I would love to hear comments from you guys. How do you use, what's your favorite way to use the dashboard? Do you use it in social media? Do you use it in your work? I mean, no matter how you use it, I would love to hear. I love the dashboard. In the beginning, I thought that I was going to transition my work planner to the dashboard because I bought the big dashboard when I wasn't feeling the love for the vertical lined, and now I'm totally all about the love for the vertical lined, and I have changed my mind. I've got goo everywhere. I got my tape way too close to, or I ran it way too much off the page, there. Told you I was out of practice. I got it off the page though. Okay, now it's just on my board, and that'll drive me crazy. So I'm trying to use my goo eraser to get rid of it on my board. It will drive me crazy because stuff will stick to it and then it will be a different color. And I'll have to take my board up and flip it around. Most of the sticky is gone. I think I can live with that for the moment. Yeah, it's not going to stick. Okay, so now I need to come over there, and I'm sorry if I'm off camera. There are some cute stickers in this accessory pack. Do not worry, be happy. How cute is that? I'm just looking to see what funness this takes me in your trying. I can and I will. I love that. I can and I will. And then I know. How cute is that? Yes. Where are the little commenters? Now let's pull in some yellow for a comment. I'm all over the place. Can you see? I am all over the place. I'm going to drop this little baby in here. And let's layer up just a little. And I may end up adding something more to that. And if you can hear TV in the background, that is Body Cam, Live PD, one of those. I can and I will. So have any of you guys been to San Diego? San Diego is beautiful. I have been very fortunate in my work to be able to travel to San Francisco, Anaheim, and now San Diego. And I believe that while I was in San Diego, I was thinking that San Diego was my second favorite city. Now I am thinking that now that I've gotten home and actually looked at the pictures and enjoyed looking back at my trip, reflecting in between the sleep, because I live all the way out on the Kentucky-Virginia border in the extreme far eastern, southeastern part of Kentucky, and I was all the way over on the west coast in San Diego. I really think now that San Diego is my favorite of the California cities I've been in. There was so much to see and so much to do while I was there. San Diego is just beautiful. It's beautiful. La Jolla, we went out to La Jolla Cove. We were about 20 minutes away from La Jolla. La Jolla was gorgeous. If any of you have been to La Jolla, then you completely know what I'm talking about when I say that it was gorgeous. There are sea lions and seals everywhere. We went down to the water. Now, the water was cold. One of the ladies that traveled with me put her tootsies in, and she was like, it's really cold. But it was beautiful. And then we went out to Old Town San Diego, and we toured the historic Old Town part of San Diego. And the the hotel where the conference was in the Grand Hyatt. And we were right there on the marina, the harbor area. Kansas City Barbecue, where the scene from, or a couple scenes from Top Gun was straight across from that hotel. And so we got to see that. We had appetizers up on the rooftop, and then Petco Field, which is where the Padres play, was like 3 blocks away from my hotel. So it was just awesome. The entire thing was awesome. I loved it. Loved it. So now I am back. I had found a quote in here that I really liked. And it was green. I love this. Be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. I love that. I'm going to do a big flamingo spread soon. Where is this? Creativity is messy, and I am very creative. And you know what? I'm feeling like that is extremely important for today, because I've been out of this for a hot minute. And I think what I'm going to do here is, I think I'm going to put this, well, I really didn't want it to be on the edge, but I think it's going to be on the edge. Because I think what's going to happen here, I've made a mess with that tape. Oh, and I have to tell you, my boys were extremely happy to see their mom. You know, they were here at home with Dad, but that's not like being at home with Mom, so they were super excited that Mom came home after being gone for a week. Okay, so let's think about this now. I think maybe I'm going to use some of this washi tape. And I think I want it to overlap. If I can cut my washi, that is. I'm going to let it overlap a little bit more there. Sort of create that little pattern. You see that pattern in the washi there? I love that. And that just makes that edge look finished. And now, that really needs some washi down that, but I don't want it to, I don't want perpendicular washi, so I'll be okay, I think. So now I need to think about what am I going to put up there. So let's go back to these words. I did pull my Joanne's Mega Book because I like that first. I drink the coffee. Outdream yourself. I like that, outdream yourself. I like this Dream It Plus Do It because that is sort of like a brain dump area. Well, I know you're going to come off, sticker. Dream It Plus Do It. Love it. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here and I'm going to pull. I really need to change this to expander discs. That's why this cover keeps coming off. I really need to change it to expander discs. So I think I'm going to put down some asterisks, and I'm going to use the asterisks to help hold this down. That should be some fun. And I'll just space them out here and there. So I got to meet, there were, let me tell you just a little about the demographics of this conference. Again, it was an international conference, and there were 11 countries represented at this conference in San Diego. 2,225 participants at the conference. 48 states were represented. And I had my picture made with an entire group of women, and unfortunately I did not have my phone, so I was at the mercy of them taking it and praying they would send it to me. A group of women, probably 20 women from Ghana, and they were supposed to text me the picture, and I did not get it. Haven't received it yet. I'll put it like that. I haven't received it yet. So I'm really hoping that it does come to me, because they were all in matching dresses. Dresses that were depicting their Horticulture, and it was just gorgeous. Gorgeous. I was so excited. But regardless, I got to meet them, and that made me excited. So it was a great conference. I got to meet a lot of the top people across the United States who do the work in our field, and that made me super excited. So right now I'm just looking to see what I want to put in that area. Down here I usually do like a goals, so I'm just looking at some of these words. Just looking at some of the words in this. I think I'll do this high five because I'm going to be excited no matter how my followers grow. I like this. Big plans. Like that. Okay, so let's just move this to the side. I'm liking the color that I've got going on in this. That makes me happy. So let's see. I don't know. I may need to come back here. Ooh, I like this. Crushed it. And high five. We can totally crushed it can go right there. And the high five. Don't really know that it needs to say all those words, but I like it. And then, do I like it? Do I not like it? Now that I'm looking at it, I'm not liking it. So let's just pull it up. Crushed it. I feel like maybe I need a circle. Let's just see. Crushed it. Just looking for circles. Let's put a coffee cup because like we can celebrate. Like celebrate with coffee. So let's lift that up a little. If this is going to, nope, it's not going to work. So now it has to go there regardless because I tore my sticker. So we have to hide it. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm learning how to let go of being so thinking that my planner has to be so perfect. It just has to work for me. You guys, of course, I want you guys to think it's pretty and I want you guys to make comments on it, but in the end, it only has to work for me. In the end, I'm the one who has to be happy with it. So I'm trying to learn to let go of thinking it has to be perfect. So the high five I'm not going to use, so let's put this one back in this sticker book. Because I'm not going to use that right today. Big plans. I do want down here. I'm just looking. How do I want to layer that? Big plans. let's pull this. And then let's put the big plans. I don't know that I'm liking that, to be honest with you. I think that is throwing me, and I wanted to keep it. I'm going to tell you something that I'm going to do, and I hope I'm going to be able to do it. Let me cover this. It says focus. And I'm going to dovetail this little baby right here. And I think maybe I might like that better. I know it's a little crooked, but I'm okay with it. And then it won't feel so much like it's layered right up on top. You know what I'm saying? And then there's going to be another little cluster right there that says Big Plans. And then I'm going to come back over here. And pull a couple asterisks. And then up here, I need 3 asterisks. To mark my top 3. 1, 2, 3. Love it. Now, can anybody remember in these words, we did not have days of the weeks, did we? I do not remember days of the week in here. I have a days of the week stamp, and then I can just write in. I can write that in. Okay, so there we go. I'm not real crazy about that right there, but I think I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Alright, and so now I need to date these, and for that, I brought out my handy dandy dates and holidays. And I think for this week, instead of using the bigger, I think I'm going to use the smaller. So Monday is the 29th. This is not going to be one of my favorite spreads by far, but it'll be cute. Tuesday is the 30th. Wednesday is May 1st. Can you believe that Wednesday is May 1st? I can't. Cannot believe it. We have Mother's Day coming in the next 2 weeks. Hubby's birthday. Blitzen's Rescueversary Day. We don't know Blitzen's birthday because obviously I picked him up at the McDonald's drive-thru, so we celebrate his Rescueversary Day, and that's his big day. We do know he's an old man though. How old, we don't know. I just enjoy every single day I have with the little guy. And he was super excited to have his mama come home. He was like, Mom, my dad loves me when you're gone, but he doesn't let me lay in his lap. He doesn't pet me the way you do, and he doesn't call me Mama's boy like you do. I almost did these colorful numbers that would have been really pretty with this, but when I use those bigger numbers, it eats up my space. And you guys know, if you follow me, I'm a fat writer. I like my fat writing space. So there's my, and I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I had been putting in these, where are they? Checklists. I had been using checklists and cutting them and putting in, I know there's some checklists in here because they're really bright and colorful checklists. Did I already pass them up? Right here. I had been using those and just cutting them to put in over here, but I think what I'm going to do today, I'm going to go back to the Joanne's book, and well, maybe I need to do the asterisks. I wasn't going to do the asterisks, but I guess I need to do the asterisks just to pull in, make the 2 pages be. Let me just pull this sheet out. That'll make it so much easier. So I need 3 per day. And I think I'm going to color code them. I'm not a color coder, but I think for this week I'm going to color code. That will help me use up some of these stickers. There was a really awesome challenge, the hashtag I like it like that planner challenge last week that unfortunately because of my travel I did not get to participate in. So did you planner babes get to participate in that challenge? Leave me a comment down below. I'm hoping that when I get things ready for work tomorrow, that I can just spend some time vegged out. I had a really good long nap earlier, and so chances are I'm not going to be really sleepy when it's my typical bedtime, so I'm hoping I can spend some time going back and looking at what all my favorite planner babes did while I was gone. Again, social media time was almost non-existent while I was there, so I can't wait to try to catch up on my favorite planner babes. And let me see, I think I'm going to use this color as my 3rd color. So if you did participate, make sure you leave me comments down below so that I can definitely come check you out. And then if there are challenges going on this week, I would love to hear about challenges that you know or are participating in for this week. I would love to know. So leave me comments down below. And again, this is by far not one of my favorites, but it's cute. I wanted to use this. I wasn't really crazy about this super fun accessory pack when I bought it. I'm going to be honest with you. I got a super duper price on it, and I bought it because it was a super duper price. And of the accessory packs that were on huge sale at Michael's, this was one of the few that I didn't already have that I thought, well, that would be fun. I could use it. So it's not totally my favorite, but I wanted to challenged myself to use it. I do like that it has inspired color, because these colors make me happy. These colors make me very happy. And the Hubs is over here talking in the background, and he knows I'm filming. He's talking to the boys. And they're watching live PD. So there we go. That, I don't know. I wanted to keep that, but now I'm thinking, do I really want to keep that or do I not want to keep that? It kind of pulls the color in, which is why I ended with this color, is so that because I have that there and I have it there, obviously there, so it sort of pulls it in. I'm going to be okay with it. I am going to be okay with it. I'm going to make it work. So let me put my planner back down. And I obviously have not decorated my May yet. So there. And let me check to make sure I am in frame. And I'm sorry if I went off camera any, guys. I probably was. When I get this remodel finished, I'm going to pick up an iPad so that I'll be able to see what I'm recording. My iPhone, all of our other devices, it's not Bluetooth compatible, so that's not going to work for us. I may stick this in because I like this, everyday yay, and it just says yay on the back, but I really can't put that back in the accessory pack that it came in. Well, I mean, technically I could. Well, me and my covers, I'm definitely going to have to spend some time one day just changing this over to expander discs. So I could put it back, just slide it back in right here or up here, but it'll fall out likely. So I'm just going to snap it right in. How cute is that? So this is for the week of April 29th through May 5th. I will track my top 3 in my social media here. This is my Dream It, Do It list, sort of brained up. And then creativity is messy, and I'm very creative. Amen. Crushed it. And this is where I'll just track like YouTube Sunday through Sunday. And then Instagram Monday through Sunday. And then this is where I'll add my 2 goals for the week. And then over here's where I'll track my goals, which are going to be commenting and what was the other goal I said I was going to do? Commenting and visiting my favorite planner babes. And then I'll just put the yes, I can and I will, just to tie in some cuteness there. And then I use the smaller numbers, and then I just color coded. So this week, probably everything that's pink will be YouTube. Everything that's yellow will be Instagram, and everything that's green will be my Facebook page. So I hope you enjoyed. Again, I'm sorry for my little absence while I was on my work trip. It was lots of fun, lots of fun. So hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you did. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me in this fun, fabulous planning journey of mine. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for taking the time to come back. Hopefully you guys are all inspired. Happy planning!